I guess you could say the Most High's put it on my heart to start giving up this game because uh, I guess time is of the essence and we ain't got a whole lot of it left. So with that being said, man, all right. I'm going to try to break it down. I'm going to give up the game. All right. Okay, so the game is to for me to come out from under her. Who is her and how do I come out from under her? And I know your sorry ass mind's in the gutter, so we can't help that. Everybody's mind is over sexualized, but that's what one of the keys to this shit is, to figure out how to desexualize our minds. That's the key to one of the keys to escaping the matrix. I digress. So this is what we're getting at. How do I come from under her? Who is her and how do I come from under her? Her is the United States. How do I come out from under her? Okay, I have to not denounce the citizenship, but I have to update my citizenship so I can start getting these foreign benefits that everybody should be really getting. But you don't understand that because upon the inception of your birth, there's a trust opened up in your name without there being any meeting of the minds. Why? Because you're state property. And when the state owns property, what do they have to do with it? They have to insure said property, which is why you have to have car insurance, which is why you get a license if you don't have a seatbelt on, which is why you have to have a license to drive. The fuck, nigga? I gotta have a license to drive. You have to have a license to marry. You have to have a license to fish and hunt. The fuck? Anyways, all these licenses are contracts with the state. So you have to sever all contracts with the state. Most importantly, that license, that ID. So in order to do the whole credit repair process, I had to go on ahead and just keep it a buck and let these folks know that upon further review, it's come to my attention now I've been victimized by identity theft, right? So in order for me to verify that I've been victimized by identity theft, I had to update my address and whatnot with the BMV. So you got a license or state ID, that's what the whole point of that is. You get the state ID or the driver's license or whatever until you get the credit repaired. Once you send in the police report, the identity theft police report, in conjunction with the Federal Trade Commission report, and lastly, the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau report, in your dispute letter, you want to send them a color copy of your ID and like a utility bill that shows the actual address. That way you can point out to these people when you dispute the debt, like, Windstream or Charter Communications or whatever funny ass third party lender they sold the debt to is trying to collect the debt. It's going to be associated with an address that I don't know who the hell lives at this address. That's not I live here. I'm such and such at 123 ABC Street. So, and another thing too, before you start getting scared by these debt collectors, you gotta make these bitches validate the debt. I owe you $117,000. Okay, well, I'm not refusing to pay the debt, but you have to validate that you are actually found the right Nathaniel Haskins or whatever your name is. You got to verify that the debt is actual and accurate. And you got to verify that you're even licensed to collect debt in the state. Okay, and you got 30 days to do it. So I need a full accounting of, I need you to verify this debt. I need it to be verified because this is the thing that people don't know. They try to use these predatory tactics, sending you letters in the mail, and the letterhead will be addressed with like 3 different names, like Tabernathy and Taffy and Hoff, as if it's like a as if they're a law firm. You bitches ain't no fucking law firm, nigga. You want to try to trick and mislead me? Like it is a law firm, the way you got the letterhead all set up and whatnot. And I know that you bitches just fucking collected the debt you bought the debt for pennies on the dollar. And not only did the original lender, or whoever it is, they got paid off of the insurance from the debt. So the debt was already insured. They collected the debt off of the insurance. That's one. Then they sold it to whoever, the funny ass ABC third party lender. They bought it for pennies on the dollar. And then now the funny ass pretend third party lender tries to turn around and recollect and triple dip the third time around. But that's when they got to try it on a retard, try it on a nigga with the GED. So once I bring it to their attention that, listen, I know that I already know all these things. I won't just specify that in the letter. I'll just be like, look, you got 30 days to verify that I'm actually Nathaniel Haskins, to verify that I owe this amount and it's the exact amount, has to be accurate because it can't be 1 cent off. If it's 1 cent off, you have to cease reporting and collection efforts expeditiously. Man, I'm saying a lot, but I'm giving the game up. So rewind this shit as many times as you have to. I'm breaking it down and I'm very on track. So this is what the fuck's going on right now. I'm talking to you about coming out from under her and why you need the ID or the driver's license at first. And that's only to repair the debt. Like, I've been victimized by identity theft. This collection is reporting on my credit report and it's not mine. All of them. List everything. And then they don't validate the debt within 30 days, the collection agencies will drop the shit and they will cease collection and reporting efforts expeditiously. Failure to comply will result in a report being filed with the Federal Trade Commission. And once again, I like to take this time to thank you in advance for your understanding, compassion, and most importantly, speedy cooperation in this delicate situation. Now, that's how you handle that. There's a lot, man. You're going to have to tap in with me on the one-on-one. I'll give you my calendar link. The calendar link will be in the description. And I'm only going to be helping a few people out because I can't be sitting up doing this shit forever. Once I help these people out, if they want to keep on spreading this shit, it'll be the gift that keeps on giving. But it won't be by me because I don't have time. And I have a headache. But anywho, I digress. Once you get your credit repaired and now you can come out from under her. Okay, so now it's time for me to relinquish my my license. It's time to sever all contracts with the state. So, done with the marriage license, man. Any license you have to get rid of. You can't have anything in your name, and you have to set up a trust. You can have it be revocable at first until you come totally into your understanding. You want to set up a revocable trust outside of the United States jurisdiction. Then you can start getting assets. You want to get an LLC that is strictly for asset holding. It's a holding LLC. Exactly. Giving up game. Holding LLC owned by the trust outside of the United States jurisdiction. This way, we get the assets, we transfer them into the revocable trust outside of the United States jurisdiction. Then I hit you up. I put you up with Shmuley, my CPA. And then he'll he'll report the private foundation. What is it? It's a 1090. It's 1090p if I'm private foundation. 1090pf exactly for private foundation. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get out from under that because I shouldn't be reporting shit to the IRS. What the fuck? I'm a 5081CA private foundation moving forward. But that's what I did because this is when I was early in my understanding. I got the 5013C tax exemption because that's what this whole thing is about, is the Boston Tea Party, not paying the white folks taxes. How the fuck you gonna crash on my shores, rape, pillage, murder y'all trip. These folk were tripping, man. They really did that shit though. And then y'all want to come over here and then tax me on the money that I earn when I'm really indigenous to this landmass. You got to make that shit make sense. Take your time. I'll wait. Can't make sense of it. So now, upon further review, I'm like, okay, I see what the fuck's going on. So now I had to figure out how to crack the Internal Revenue Service's tax code. And upon further review, it's come to my attention Act 60 of the IRS Tax Code, Section 179 of the IRS Tax Code, Section 168 of the IRS Tax Code, Section 162, subsection A of the IRS Tax Code, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'll break it down and go down the line. We started out with Act 60. Now, in order for us to become totally tax exempt, the Internal Revenue Service has, what's the word we want to use? They've had incentivized entrepreneurs such as myself to go down to the island of Puerto Rico, set up shop and run our business out of the island. All income is tax exempt. Act 60. You get the property. Now that I have a property that's cash flowing, because that's all I ever do and all I have ever worried about was getting fourplexes, triplexes, and duplexes at the least, all of them which have to be occupied, so I can use the existing cash flow when I request the rent rolls. I request the rent rolls, send in my pay stubs, my bank statements in an effort to qualify for the loan, and then that's how you qualify for $240,000, $300,000 loans. Exactly. Looking for the fourplex, 3 of the units occupied. I'll occupy 1. If you can use the FHA, put 3.5 down. You could go conventional, put the 3% down, or you could just put in the 20% down, which is, it's going to take some time, and the only way you really do that, I recommend, is getting a whole life insurance. That way you could loan on the overfunded cash value of the whole life insurance policy. That way your money is in place, earning annually is 6 to 8% due to it being associated with the S&P 500 index fund. So you can loan on the overfunded cash value of, what's up? What up? Hold on. What's up?